The Ralph Lauren show was so beautiful. It was just kind of like classic Ralph Lauren. I felt like I was seeing almost like a retrospective of some of Ralph's greatest pieces.
Ralph Lauren gave a very quintessential Ralph collection this morning. It's a theme that he's covered periodically in the past, but he always refreshes and puts a new spin on it. Today it was inspired, I think, by Ireland, or at least the British Isles, and lots of tweed and beautiful chunky knits and longer lengths and sort of Bloomsbury print floral dresses. The customer will love it. It's a beautifully made collection that will seem a little familiar perhaps, but for InStyle's purposes, there's plenty of great clothes to shoot.
It was very jet and very sparkly. I think that he pulled, from a lot of classic silhouettes that he likes to use. Velvets mixed with a little bit of tweeds, touches of like layering where he had, like when he showed velvet dresses, he also put like little t-shirt type wool underneath it. There were lots of kind of riding spats, longer pants over. I mean, it was very classic Ralph, but it was a little bit more sparkly than last season. Last season he did like a lot of denim, and this season it seemed to have dressed it up a little bit. And I thought the winter florals were gorgeous.
I was really pleasantly surprised by Ralph. I wasn't so wild about the last collection, which I think came in, the Hard Times look, the Hard Scrabble 30s look, that came in as we were in the most down part of our recession. So this one was kind of lighter and brighter. It was great to see beautiful kind of 30s bias cut handkerchief hem floral chiffon dresses, a little Aussie Clarkish, which I wasn't expecting, and it was great to reinforce the Rodarte chiffon dress kind of thing. And I think it was a perfectly measured collection. It was almost like the best of Ralph, but I mean, I love the boyfriend cardigan and the sweaters with the florals. I love the subtle little details of the superfine crocheted sweater, but under the chiffon dress. Signature Ralph, but a really nice move forward, I thought.
Loved all the kind of loden pieces. There was a great look with just a little shearling vest and a cargo pant. Just beautiful.
Ralph, I mean, it was, classically Ralph, rich Bohemian hippie girl, lots and lots of details, florals, lace, beading, but great sportswear as always. Ralph, like that Ralph woman, she goes back because, he delivers this very high quality, very sort of put together look, and I really appreciate that about Ralph.
I loved Ralph this season. You know, again, this whole idea of the take on masculine and feminine, menswear-inspired fabrics, which we've seen throughout the season, but really that whole idea of that touch of chiffon, which really brought a lovely lightness to it and a femininity. But in the idea of a winter garden, I thought a lot of the florals and the rose prints were very romantic and certainly spoke to the Ralph Lauren woman. And also the velvets. I think the velvets looked really good. Again, that little touch of Victoriana we're seeing throughout the season. Even that little ocelot jacket that he showed over a black lace dress was a real standout.
Evening wear was interesting. I mean, it was sort of a different take on a gown. He did this sort of floral lurex look that I think we're gonna be seeing that on a few red carpets for sure. But it was extremely elegant. The velvet was beautiful with the jet beading. Again, it was just sort of like seeing Ralph's greatest hits.